What's up, Vikings? Today we'll be conducting our next ASB interview with your new college and career teacher, Miss Wilson.
Last Wednesday, we posted some polls on our MHS Instagram and Snapchat accounts asking you Vikings what you wanted to know about your very own new college and career counselor.
Well, today's the day those questions will be answered. What is your job or task that you do in the College and Career Center?
Sure. Well, I do feel like sometimes it's a little confusing what I do, but basically what I focus on is making sure that all students, 9th through 12th, are ready for post-graduation, what they want to do, whether that's work, whether that's college, whether that's going into a trade school or a 2-year school, just kind of helping them get ready to that point. We work on resumes, we work on skill building, we've done the college rep visits, so quite a few different things. I'm always open to suggestions if someone thinks that they're not getting what they need.
What was your job before coming to Montgomery or working here?
So I graduated last May from my counseling program. So I was a student before starting at Montgomery, but I've held a number of different jobs since I graduated undergrad. But my most recent one, I was a sales manager, actually. So
Where were you a sales manager at?
Actually at Sherwin-Williams, the paint company out in Hawaii. Yeah, so I've definitely, it took me a while to find what I wanted to do, which is counseling. So I feel like that really influences how I work with my students too.
What college did you go to?
So for undergrad, I went to UC San Diego. And then for graduate school, I went to Sonoma State.
Okay. What did you major in while you were there?
At San Diego, I majored in theater. And then I did theater. I was a stage manager for a short period of time after that, and decided maybe that wasn't the best choice for me. And so, see, you guys are seeing my path went a little all over the place here. And then for graduate school, I went for school counseling.
Right. Okay, so is that just like something you wanted to do all throughout high school and then you did it and ended up not liking it?
For theater?
Yeah.
In high school, I wasn't certain. I went to college undeclared. And then I'd always had an interest in theater. And then when I got to college, I was just able to really try a lot of it and throw myself into it, and I loved it. And then after college, when I started working in it, then I just had a little bit more hands-on experience, and it was more like the lifestyle wasn't necessarily something that I enjoyed. I loved being outside, and I was inside 6 days a week, and it just wasn't, I think, everything that I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty much answered my question. And then my second question for you is, what is a hobby that you have on your free time? I know you mentioned you like being outside, so maybe something like that.
Yeah, I do. I love hiking. I've been very lucky in COVID that that's still available. But yeah, I would say, I try to spend as much time as I can on the weekends and in my spare time outside.
Where do you like to go?
Yeah, where do you? I was going to ask.
That's what I was going to say too.
I like to be local, but I also I'm not from this area originally, so I'm still exploring Sonoma County, and but I do love Tahoe. I love being up in the mountains. I'm still exploring Northern California, like up in Mendocino, and pretty much just give me a new trail and I will try it. So
sweet. And that kind of leads into my question of where did you grow up?
I am from Sacramento. So my whole family lives there.
And then little very different topic is what's your favorite dessert?
I saw this question. I was very excited. I would say this is very hard to choose because they're all wonderful. But I think I'm going to get specific and say brownies with ice cream.
What kind of ice cream?
I gotta go classic, just vanilla. Honestly.
Good choice. Good choice.
Just thinking that.
Okay, so my first question is a little hard, especially during these times, but what so far is your favorite thing about working at Montgomery?
Yeah, it's hard because I don't feel like I've gotten the full sort of feel of the school because we've been virtual. I have been on campus a few times and been able to work with some of the admin and with the counseling team, and that's been wonderful. But I think my favorite part is still the students, meeting as many of you as I can virtually. And just everyone has been really welcoming and open, and I think really sort of grateful. And it's just been a really nice experience working with the students so far.
Okay, so my last question is, if you could tell the students one thing, what would you like to tell them?
That is a big question.
Maybe like advice or just like
yes.
hello?
Well, I have to tell you, and you're not going to like it, that my first initial answer was check your email. But I'm just joking, partly joking, because I know you're all getting 40 emails a day. So, but there is important information in there. But no, what I would say is, I think it's kind of a balance between taking care of yourself and keeping some of that motivation, and just finding kind of that in between those two. I think even us teachers and educators and counselors are all kind of finding that for ourselves too. And, I think just remembering to take care of yourself, but also finding that fine line between self-care and motivation. I think that's kind of the sweet spot for getting through what we're living through right now.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, okay, so I have one more thing to ask you. I know you have Google Classroom that you post updates on. How do we join that?
I at the beginning of the year sent out invitations to all enrolled students. So it would probably be, in your email from ages ago. But if you can't find that, I can always give you the code. You could email me because they are by grade level. 9th and 10th is together.
And I think that was all of our questions.
Hey.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for doing this for us. That's all for today, Vikings. Make sure to look for the polls posted next week on the MHS Instagram and Snapchat.
Until next time, Vikings, stay safe.